Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kentucky Garden Gal. I am Nancy, and you may have been wondering, is she missing in action? Where has she been? And I think it's been going on 2 weeks since I made my last video, and life has just gotten busy. So I'll tell you a little bit about what's been going on. And the first thing, we've had a major change in our lives is that Cameron, since he's graduated from high school, he is now eligible to go to, we call it the Buddy House in Bowling Green, which is the next county over, going north. It's about 22 miles from here. And on Mondays and Wednesdays, they have an adult skills class. So Cameron is now able to do that. He's considered an adult. So he has started going to the Buddy House on Mondays and Wednesdays. And they also have a dance group made up entirely of people with Down syndrome. It's called the Rockers. Cameron has joined that. He has just all of a sudden come out of his shell, which I am so happy and so thankful for. So he has practice on Mondays. So today I'll go pick him up in Bowling Green after practice. And I think I hear a big old truck coming through. We'll let that go by. Looks like a concrete truck. But the reason I started this video out on the front porch is because I just did a wedding out here earlier this morning. It is just a beautiful day. The temperatures, I think, for the first 4 days of this week are just going to be perfect. My kind of weather, 70s, maybe 80, 81, something like that. So I had a couple that had contacted me several months ago, and they wanted to get married. They wanted a pagan ceremony. So I did my research and was able to learn what all that entailed and wrote a script for their wedding. So they came out this morning and they got married here, and let me tell you, it was one of the sweetest weddings I think I have ever performed. And I'll put a picture up of the bride and the groom, but their love for each other, we just filled up the space. That's the only way I can describe it to you. And they wrote their own vows, which were just amazing. So congratulations to Cameron and to Daniel, and I wish you a lifetime of happiness, and I appreciate them for letting me be part of their special day. So I've been doing weddings. Cameron has started the Buddy House in Bowling Green, and of course I've continued with the garden and with eBay. So let's go take just a quick tour of the front yard, because that's the only thing I've really got ready. I still have work to do on the backyard. I need to mow and weed eat tomorrow, but let's look at the front yard today. Let's start by looking at the crepe myrtles. They are fading, but they have been so pretty. And these aren't but about 3 years old, so I have really enjoyed these. We'll go over and look. Remember the Dolly Parton rose garden that I planted? Well, I want you to know this doggone thing just got completely away from me. With the crazy rain patterns that we've had, the grass and the weeds are so thick. Let another truck go by. But I did come out yesterday and I pulled weeds. I ended up weed eating. I still have more work to do, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can go. I want to go and get some cardboard and put in here and get this mulched, because it just got away from me. It simply got away from me. But look how pretty this is. Isn't that gorgeous? And over here, look at those. And this is a David Austin rose. Look how gorgeous that is. And that is going right up this trellis. Isn't that pretty? got some more blooms here. So let's walk on up and look at this. This is another David Austin. These were the ones that I bought on special. They had, like, you could get 3. I can't remember how much it was, but look at all the flowers on there, and then look at the buds. I'm just really tickled with how these have done their first year. So these are David Austins here. Now, this has been a really nice surprise. I had purchased these roses from Grace Roses. And these are actually, I bought them, they're climbing roses to go around this arbor. And they have just taken off. Look how tall this one already is. Not a lot of blooms. There's one down here. It's fading, but that's what that looks like. So I need to come out and actually train it some more, but I've been trying to soften up my front. I do have a lot of green, and I've been trying to soften it up with roses and with more flowers. Now this is the end of the knockouts here, and then I have these planted with the gladiolas, and the yellow gladiolas and the pink knockouts really have been pretty. I have enjoyed those. And if you look from here, you can see how much that's grown. Look at that. I think that's taller than I am. And then I also planted some down here. Oh, first let me show you. Look at these elephant ears. Aren't those gorgeous? My friend Vicky gave those to me last fall. And I think I planted them close to the house, and what I'll do is cut those back, and then I'm gonna mulch really heavily right there. But I love having those elephant ears there. So let's go down and look at another Grace rose. And you can see it just has same rose, same company, but it just has not put on the amount of growth that those back there have. There's another one, and I have a feeling it's because they get so much more sun. The glads that I planted in here, you can see they're dying back. But remember, I have tulips planted in there. So I'll continue, even when this foliage, when I'm able to cut it back, this winter I will put probably some type of evergreen and magnolias, different things like that in there. In fact, I'll put them there, I'll put them here, I'll put it over this and kind of dress this up for winter. But I will continue to water this to make sure that the bulbs that I have in there do well in the spring. So this is a 2-season planter right here. It looks a little bad right now, but it really has been beautiful. And then going up the sidewalk, the Liatris, this has come to an end, but these have been, I've really been pleased with these. It gave a lot of color this summer. This is the sedum. This is so easy to propagate. In fact, I need to put more out. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love that. And then we had more flowers up here. These begonias have just done wonderful. I have really, really enjoyed those. This is a night blooming cereus that I took starts from, and look how much that has grown. This is the holiday cactus. I think that these are all Thanksgiving, and don't forget to fertilize these. And when usually our first frost is October the 15th, but I'll bring anything that's tropical like this in as soon as the temperatures at night are going to dip below 60. And what I'll do is I'll take them, put them in the sink, I'll wash them really good, make sure I get all the bugs off of them, and then those will go in, and those should just bloom really pretty for Thanksgiving. And the ferns are continuing to do well over here. So yeah, I did a little bit of cleaning on the front porch since I knew that we were going to host a wedding, and it was really pretty because the groom stood right there facing that, and then the bride came up the steps. Her dad walked her from here all the way up, so it was just precious. And then we'll go around. This is another rose. I really tried to up my rose game this year because I feel like a rose really softens your garden. So these have done pretty well. I did take my ferns off of the gazebo, and in fact they're just right back there, but I have a friend taking them to a horse show, so I wanted to get them out of the sun and really feed them good and green them up good. Been using my Epsom salt, so that's what's kind of going on there. But yeah, we've enjoyed sitting out here this summer and just really enjoyed the gazebo and then the chairs that I bought. So I think that's probably all I have to show you as far as the front yard goes. Now from here on to fall, I will actively start cutting things back, start collecting seeds. Now is a great time. Like, I have this batch of sedum right here, so I can probably divide this and put maybe more along the sidewalk. And this is the hummingbird vine, and I do just let that grow up. I think it's so pretty, the little flower there. And then there's the oak leaf hydrangeas, and that's the color that they'll stay until next year. Yeah, the really pretty white, they only stay that way for maybe a week, if even that much. But let's go in the house. I'll show you. No matter what, I do go thrifting. So let me show you what I picked up thrifting this week. Before I get into showing you what I have recently purchased, I thought I would show you just a little bit about how I do my shipping. So shipping, if you are selling online, your shipping cost can make you or break you. And several years ago, I had tried to sell on Mercari, and I couldn't make money because I just couldn't. My shipping cost, I just couldn't figure that out. So going into eBay, I knew that I needed to have a better way to do my shipping. Now, luckily, with eBay, they have a agreement with the United States Postal Service. So if both the buyer and the seller agree to the ground shipping, we actually get a discount, and that is what I do. So I had 3 items this weekend that I sold. This was the fossil wallet. So what I did, I had the wallet, I put a note in there, I wrapped it in bubble wrap. I used the small bubble wrap, and then I put it in what we call a poly mailer. I tape on the label, tape both ends. Now I'm getting ready to do this swimsuit, and I want to say that this sold for maybe $8. I think I had 10 on it, took a best offer of 8, but I had 99 cents in it. So this is one of the wetsuits that I showed you when I had gone thrifting while I was on vacation. I think I had these listed for $50. As you can see, there's the original tag, $89.95, and I took a best offer of $35. So I have one left. Now what I will do, I put everything, once I process everything and I get it live on eBay, I always go ahead and make sure that I protect it. So, because if you're selling something, you want the condition, you want it to be in the condition that you listed it when you go to ship it. So I put everything in plastic bags or boxes or just whatever. And then I write a note. This is, and you see I pick up these note cards. I think I got this box from Portland Cares, but I always put a note card in there, and it says, I put today's date, thank you for supporting my small business, enjoy your swimsuit top, be safe, Nancy. And of course there's an envelope, so I'll put the note in here. I'll wrap this in this small bubble wrap, which I get from Harbor Freight. That's the place that I have found it to be the most reasonable. I think it's $4.95 a roll. And then I put it in the poly mailer, which I order them in bulk from Amazon. So I'll get these wrapped up and then drop them off at the post office. So I'll just sort of sit right here and go over some things that I have picked up thrifting. And this isn't everything. There's actually some bigger things out in the car. I just haven't gotten those unloaded. But I will show you. I was trying to think. I think this came from the Goodwill in Bellevue, but I had never seen a colander like that. And then of course you can hang it up and be able to find it. But when I make quiches, I want to be able to either drain my spinach or drain my mushrooms, and I thought that was just perfect for that. And I think these must be 99 cents. I don't think that they charged very much for that. This is another thing that I picked up. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. So this came from Southern Thrift, and this is actually in Nashville. I had been to it a long time ago, and I was down in that area and decided to go ahead and stop in there. I paid $10.99 for this, and this is a griddle. It is a Princess House 12-inch griddle, and these were selling for about $50 pretty consistently on eBay. So I bought this just for resale. I bought that, and I have been to so many places that I have to remember what I picked up where. So I'm pretty sure I bought this from the Goodwill, and I went to the Goodwill in Bellevue and then the Southern Thrift Store all in the same day. I think this was all in the same place. This is a Hurley scarf and hat. I paid $4.99 for it. And this is one of those things that I don't know if I will resell it or if I will gift it, because the guys in my family, they do like this brand, and that's brand new. So I may end up just giving it to a family member at some point. Okay, this is exciting. So I think I've talked about Jerry Landers before. But she is a friend of mine that has a YouTube channel, and she is a needle felter, and she is wonderful. Her work is just simply amazing. So we have been emailing back and forth, and we were going to have like a girls' day the first part of October. Well, it turned into, her birthday is October the 1st, and she invited me to her house to have dinner with her, lunch or dinner with her. So, of course, I want to bring gifts for the birthday girl, and she is a thrifter like I am, so she doesn't mind things that have been pre-loved. And in this case, it's never been used, but this is a ceramic shortbread pan, and it is absolutely perfect. It looks just like her. And I paid, let me see what I paid for this. I paid $5 at the Goodwill in Bellevue, but the pattern on it. I just think that she will love that. And she does a lot of baking and teas on her YouTube channel. So I've never seen her make shortbread. So this might be something, and she really likes things that have she pays a lot of attention to detail. So when I saw this, I thought of her immediately, and then walked into Southern Thrift. This was the first thing that I saw, and I immediately picked it up, turned it over on the bottom, and this is the Botanical Garden circa 1818, and this was from 1972. It is dishwasher, oven to table, freezer, and microwave safe. It was made in England. I paid $16.99 for this. Show you the pattern on there, but that is another gift. And this looks just like Jerry. When I saw it, I thought, oh, she's got to have it. So, and I think I have seen her use maybe some teaware or something from this company. So I don't know that it'll be a matching set, but I think it's in perfect condition. I just love it. Isn't that gorgeous? So I was so excited to find that. And isn't it funny that I go into a store and see those two things for her? So that was pretty exciting. Okay, so this, it seems like I may have gone to the Goodwills in Bowling Green, and it was just one of those days where I just wasn't finding anything. But I did find, the one thing I did find was this fancy ribbon, and it's still sealed in the package. I paid $2.99 for it. I saw, now it wasn't the exact same ribbon, but it was the same company. I saw some of these listed on eBay for $80, which I won't list mine that much, and I'm always open to offers. But this is corded, and the ribbon itself is just absolutely gorgeous. So I was excited to be able to find that. Now this is something that I picked up. Okay, this came from the Goodwill in Bellevue, and I saw it sitting on the shelf. I wasn't familiar with it, but it did pique my interest. So I did take the time. I went ahead and put it in my buggy, and then I did do some research on it, and it looks like the sell-through rate for these, I took it out of the box, it's out of the styrofoam that's in it, and to me it looks like everything is here, but I saw these selling for like $100 on eBay. It'd be wonderful if it sells for that. I don't know, but this has something to do. It says digital proportional RC system for cars, boats, gliders, and simple aircraft. Yeah. Now, and I can't remember, I've slept since then, so I can't really remember when this was. Like, I think I did see a year on it, but I'm not sure. But yes, I bought that just specifically to try to resell it. So we'll see what happens with that. So this was kind of funny. This came from the Goodwill in Bellevue. And when I'm at the Goodwills, I have found some of the most amazing things from the accessories. And oftentimes these may be hanging on an end cap, or they may be on top of a rack. So I saw these gloves and I thought, gosh, those are so nice. I really like how they have this so that you can pick up stuff. And when I went to put my hand in them and I pulled my hand out, there were 2 pairs of gloves in there. So somebody had these gloves, and then they had put these gloves on, and then they had donated them. But I love, and these have got the fingertips where you can use your phone, but these are so thin, and in the wintertime, if my hands and my feet are cold, I'm just cold all over. So I wear a lot of gloves and a lot of socks, but I am keeping both pairs of these, which I ended up getting them for $2 a piece. But I just think that these are so nice, and I was thrilled to find some good gloves for myself. So, another thing that I have found that I do quite well with is selling new bras. I will not sell a used bra. It has to be new with tags. But when I go to look, of course, I'm not looking for my size because I'm just looking for the fact that it's brand new with tags. So I believe I paid $2.99 for this, and brand new it was $48. And this is a Bally minimizer. I ended up finding a couple of those. But yeah, if I can find a bra for $3 and even turn around and sell it for $20, the buyer's getting something half price, and I'm making a little bit of money, and it is so easy to store and to ship. And I ended up picking up 3 bras that were brand new. This is a little bit bigger size. I'm not familiar with this. See if it has a price on it. This was $56.50. So a very fancy bra for somebody that hopefully will be able to use it for their size. This was another bra that I picked up. This is also a Bally minimizer, and what that does for large-chested women, it takes it down a size. And I used to wear these when I was a little younger, and this has a price tag of $42 on it, so over $120, $150, $30 in bras for what, $6, $9, yeah, if my math is correct. And now I did find one for myself. I just thought that was so pretty, and I cannot afford to go into these upscale retail stores and buy the bras that I like, but I tell you what, I can find them in the Goodwill stores, and that's what I do. I like the is it Soma or Sona? I can't remember which one, but I do look through them for bras for myself, and of course this will go in the laundry. Okay, so the next thing that I want to show you, oh, and also at Southern Thrift, different days they have either 25% off of the tags or half price, and this was pink day, so I was able to get this food processor. This is a Wherever, and it was 25% off, so it was $6.99 with 25% off. And gosh, I've slept since I looked up the comps on that, but it seems like maybe they were going for $50. Now this is a heavier piece of kitchen equipment, so you know the shipping is going to be pretty heavy on that, but I don't have that much in it, so I'm of course happy to take offers. All right, this is the last thing that I want to show you. I got this at Goodwill. It was $7.99, the Goodwill in Bellevue. I like it so much, and I'll show you all the things that it has going for it. Look at these handles. This is a wicker picnic basket. It's a vintage. Look at the condition it's in. Leather handles that are in beautiful condition. The straps, the hardware on this is just beautiful. And I'll tell you something else. In Kentucky, There is, in October, everybody thinks of the Kentucky Derby, which is the first Saturday in May, but in October, they have a lot of horse racing, and I think I saw here in Simpson County, the Mint is having horse racing, I think the end of September. But I have actually been to Keeneland for horse racing. We went to celebrate my friend Nikki's her birthday. Her birthday's in October, so that's what she wanted to do. But this is beautiful. This is for your wine and cheese. I don't think you can see the whole thing there. So let me put it to you like this. So your wine would go right in here. Here's your glasses. This is your cheese block. Doesn't look like it's ever been used. And then you have something to open your wine with. You have a cork to go in your wine. You have napkins and something to cut the cheese with. This is in immaculate condition. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I have no idea what I'm going to ask for it. And if I think there's any possibility that I'm going to get to go to a horse race, I just might keep this for myself. Look how cool that would be to carry in. And that's the bottom of it. Isn't that wonderful? I just think it is so much fun to be out thrifting and finding things that you could never afford to purchase new. Look at the handles on that, the hardware. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm so impressed. And I looked at it in the store for about 2 seconds and decided that was coming home with me. So now that I'm showing it to you, it's actually better than I realized. But that is what has been going on with me and at my house. I hope you and your family are doing well. And I appreciate everybody who watches the channel, interacts with me on Facebook, the Facebook page. And I hope that everyone is having a great day. I hope that your August is going well, that your week is going well. And love and blessings from my home to yours. And I'll see you in the next video.